Welcome back. This is Module 1, The Grieving Process, Lesson 4, The Importance of Self-Care. I hope you've been okay and that you're coping with the issues you're currently going through. In this lesson, we will learn more about the importance of self-care. By now, I hope things are becoming a bit clearer for you and your mind is beginning to calm down. It takes time, so celebrate every little win you have. We will look at the importance of self-care in this lesson because it is crucial for your healing process. So what is self-care? Self-care means exactly what it says. It is looking after yourself or taking good care of yourself, not just your physical, but your emotional self as well. After a traumatic event such as a divorce or a breakup, you need to look after both your emotional and physical well-being. If we take a look at this umbrella, for example, if you happen to be in the rain with no umbrella on, it means you're not really taking care of yourself, because at the end of that rain, when you get home, you might catch a cold. So it's important to cover yourself from all emotional pain that your ex might throw at you. So self-care is hugely important because it will determine whether you recover fully and quickly from your current pain that you're going through. Self-care is hugely important because unless you are healthy and emotionally sound, many things can still go wrong in your life. Are you still weepy? You know it's okay to cry. Yes, you can cry, hopefully in private, when you feel like you're getting overwhelmed by your negative emotions. But don't overdo anything. If you cry too much, and especially in the presence of your children or other people will wonder what exactly is wrong with you. Some people will start saying to you, come on, you're not the first and last person that will go through a breakup or a divorce. So do cry, let out the pent-up emotion, but please don't overdo anything. So here are some ways to reduce your weepiness. Take control of your space at home. Remove all reminders of your ex, things like photographs, clothes, books, etc. Replace them with images that bring you comfort, positive quotes, photos of you and your children, and so on and so forth. Now stop referring to your ex by their actual name. Reduce him or her to just my ex, or just by the first letter of their name. So if your ex is called Alex, instead of saying Alex did that or Alex did that, just say A did this, or simply my ex. The psychology behind using the word my ex is because you then begin to accept that this person is no longer in your life. The person is in the past. Reduce the image of your ex in your life to a minimum. Stop retelling your miserable story to every Dick and Harry. People don't really care. You think they do, but they don't. They have their own issues to deal with. Besides, the more you talk about your ex and your breakup or divorce, the more miserable you will be. And some people just want to hear stories, but when they go away, they'll say, well, this person needs to get a grip. So they're not true friends as such. Create a new email address for your ex and the court issues, so that the annoying emails from your ex's lawyer or from your ex do not interfere with your normal emails. Then choose to check this only when you think you can handle any negativity effectively. Here are some ways to start caring for yourself. Practice self-love by forgiving yourself. Show a lot of love to yourself by being kind and caring to yourself. Accept what has happened and do not beat yourself up for it. I'll tell you a little story. When I was 23 years old, I lost my 4-month-old baby girl after just a 3-day illness. I found it extremely hard to process my loss. She was my second child. When I went back to my course at the university, far away from home after that loss, a reverend gentleman, one of our professors, gave me a framed quote which gradually helped me to let go of my immense pain. Here is the quote: "God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." This is attributed to somebody called Reinhold Niebuhr a long time ago. Practice repeating this humble request from God or whoever you believe in. It helped me heal because I let go of the things I couldn't change. For example, bring back my daughter from the dead. I started practicing how to move on with positivity. I told myself, God knows best. You are still young. When the time is right, you will have another child. And as God would have it, I went on to have 5 more children. Forgiveness. The next thing to do is to forgive your ex. You know, when I tell clients that, some of them will say, well, why should I forgive him or her after what they did to me? Forgive your ex whatever he or she has done. I imagine you're wondering why you should forgive your ex. Have you heard of this saying, to err is human, but to forgive is divine? It is human to do wrong things. We all do wrong things. But godlike or divine to forgive the person who did you wrong. The longer you hold on to the thoughts of hate and resentment of your ex and all that happened between you, which weren't your fault, the more emotional pain you will cause yourself. So remember, the fact that you're holding on to the pain has no way of affecting your ex negatively. The only one who is affected negatively is you. In fact, the act of forgiveness is the act of self-release from unnecessary pain. Forgiveness helps you to heal much faster. I remember when I was much younger and I was newly married to my ex. If he did something I didn't like, I'll cook for him though, put the food on the table and sit there and watch him eat. And he would say to me, Grace, are you not eating anything? I'll say, no. Why? I would say, I'm not hungry. But that was because whenever I was angry or upset about something, I lost my appetite. So he used to laugh at me and say, well, okay, you go to the kitchen and you cook for me. You set the table and I sit down and I eat and I'm so happy. But you're sitting there not eating. And you will not be able to sleep because you haven't had any food. So who is suffering? Is it me or you? And I thought about it and I thought, yeah, he was right. He ate the food that I cooked. I didn't eat. He goes to bed and he sleeps like a baby, and I couldn't sleep. So who was suffering? It was me. I couldn't forgive because I thought he did too many things wrong. But instead of letting go, I was the one suffering. So don't do that. The fact that you're hurting is acceptable, but you must learn to let the hurt go so that you can begin to live your own life happily. Whatever you do in order not to forgive your ex does not affect him or her. They will go on having a happy life without you in the picture. So think about it. So practice forgiveness. Look after your physical body. I don't necessarily need to tell you this, but sometimes we all need reminding. Eat well. If you are like my younger self, as I said, you'll skip food because you're angry, and that does not help you. So don't let your anger or your grief deprive you of good, nutritious meals. Your body needs to be properly nourished. So eat well, vegetables, fish, protein meals, carbs for energy, and so on and so forth. And do not indulge in intoxicating things like alcohol or drugs. Avoid extremities. I shouldn't be telling you, but it's up to you to do what you wish. But if you really want to heal from your pain so you can create a fresh new life for yourself, you should please avoid anything that will damage your sense of belonging or create a real problem for you, things like drugs and so on. So avoid extremities. Take regular exercises. Find time to take a walk outside or outdoors or any other exercise for about 30 minutes or so a day if you can. If you have an exercise buddy, as suggested earlier, arrange to do some of those exercises with him or her. So create a time when you can take a walk, a short walk safely. You could be walking to your nearest supermarket instead of driving. Take a short jog in your garden if you have one. Swim in your nearest gym if you can. Dance to some nice, happy music that you love in your living room. Do whatever enables you to move your body and take in some fresh air, which will do you good. Help your children heal from the pain of your breakup or divorce. If you have children from this broken relationship, you need to consider their welfare too. Remember, they may not yet understand fully what has happened between you and their dad. From experience, I know that children also suffer immensely from a broken relationship. Suddenly, the other parent is no longer there with them. Perhaps they have also witnessed the parents fighting and shouting at each other, etc. It is your duty to help your children start the healing process as soon as possible. Practice mindfulness. I'm sure you've heard of people talking a lot about mindfulness these days. So what does it actually mean? Being mindful means simply noting what is arising and, as best we can, just letting it be. Mindfulness teaches us how to reduce stress and manage panic attacks, as well as how to be happier and calmer in the ups and downs of daily life. Sometimes we miss present delights or make our difficulties harder as we become consumed with thoughts about the past or the future. Mindfulness means we can notice our current thoughts and, through letting them go, find calm in the midst of life's challenges and respond more effectively. Practice mindfulness by noticing what is currently going on. You may also do this by meditating. Let go of thoughts of the past, especially if they are hurtful. Practice gratitude for the here and now. Notice other people in your life. Be mindful of their presence. Be present. What I mean by being present is, instead of wallowing in the bad things that happened in the past, how about look at what's happening today, right now? Be grateful for life as it is today. Then research and learn more about mindfulness, as this can improve your ability to let go of your painful past. Here are the assignments for this lesson, lesson 4. Number 1, create a self-care regime timetable for yourself. Write down in your journal what went well during the week. What can you improve on? Number 3, which of the suggestions in this lesson resonated most with you? Explain how that or other techniques are helping you with your recovery. And write all that down in your journal. Number 4, research mindfulness and make notes on how you can use this to help you improve your self-care and heal quicker. Hey, congratulations! You've just completed another very important lesson on this course. I suggest you take some time to go through what you've learned so far. These lessons are designed for you to take action, not just study and put away. In the next lesson, I'll show you how to let go of your past through a meditation exercise. So I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself.